Starting in standing for this ab session, you're going to lengthen up through the crown of your head, lengthen your neck, lengthen up through both sides of your waist. Then you're going to lift your toes up, spread them out and plant them down into the floor. You're going to take a breath in through your nose and then a long exhalation out through your mouth. And do one more like that, breathing in through your nose, lower ribs widen, breathe out through your mouth. Then on your next in-breath, you're going to start to float your arms out to the side, up above your head, and at the same time come up onto your toes. And then as you breathe out, you're going to lower your heels back down to the floor and float your arms back down again. Do 3 more like that. Try and keep every toe planted down into the floor, but really pushing the weight into your big toes. Fill your lungs up from the bottom. Feel the release in your shoulders. And then you can tuck your elbows into your waist after you've finished this last one. Stay up on your toes this time, but just not too high. Just have your heels just halfway up. And then take a breath in as you open your arms out to the side, your forearms out to the side, keep your elbows in. Take a breath, breathe out as you bring your arms back to the start position. And just continue with those. So you're opening up in your chest as you breathe in, breathing out as you bring your arms back. And then you can add in a head turn. So turn your head to the side as you open your arms, back to the center as you close them, and then to the other side. Keep the length in your neck. You might feel a little bit wobbly on your feet. Keep pushing the weight into all 5 toes. Good. So finish evenly. When you've done the same number on each side, bring your arms back down by your sides and slowly bring your heels back down to the floor. We're going to go into a roll down, so you can turn to the side. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, nod your head forward. Start to feel that flexion traveling down your spine, upper back, mid back, lumbar spine. Bend your knees a little bit. Just come down about that far. You don't need to come down too far, it's lovely. And then you're going to allow your neck and your shoulders to release. Good, let your head hang, let your arms hang. And when you're ready to come back up again, tucking your bottom down towards your heels, restacking your spine. Your head will be the last thing to come back up again. And again, nod your head forward, breathe out, rolling down. This time you're going to hold the position down at the bottom. You're going to bend your knees, bring your fingertips a little bit further towards the floor, and then you're going to straighten your legs. Feel the stretch, bend them again. Feel the stretch as you straighten. Last time. And then bend your knees a little bit more, tuck your bottom down, open up through the front of your hips as you restack your spine. Lengthen back up into neutral. Turn to face forwards again now, Daisy, and then you're going to bring your arms behind the... No, you bring your arms out to the side. Okay, so your palms are facing down. Then you're going to start to rotate your arms within your shoulder joint. So you're rotating forward first of all, so your palms will face behind you and then up towards the ceiling. And at the same time, nod your head forward and just start to flex through your thoracic spine. Then you're going to rotate the other way, so rotating through your shoulder joint. And then you're going to lift your chest. Good. And then go again. So a little bit of thoracic flexion and extension. At the same time, feeling that rotation of your arm within the shoulder joint. Good. And then you're going to bring your hands behind the back of your head when you finish this last one. We're going to come over into a side flexion, so bring your arms a little bit wider apart. Your legs a little bit wider apart. You're going to take a breath in. As you breathe out, come over to one side. Good, feel the stretch in the side of your body. Breathe in as you come back to the center. Breathe out as you come over to the other side. One more of these to each side. Just feel that stretch, lateral flexion of your spine. Fairly small movement, just still warming your spine up. And then keeping your hands behind the back of your head when you finish that last one, you're going to go into a rotation. So let your ribs start to rotate round. Again, small movement. Your hips stay facing forwards, back to the centre, and then to the other side. One more of those to each side. And then you're going to come down onto the mat. So you're going to sit now at the end of your mat for half rollbacks. Good. So you're going to lengthen your arms out in front of you. You're going to take a breath in. As you breathe out, tuck your tailbone under and come into your half roll back. Now you're going to hold that there. You can clasp your hands together if you want to. Just hold it, take a breath in and an exhalation. Two more. Stay in the position. Breath in and breath out. Once more. Keep using your TVA muscle, that big corset belt muscle around your waist, and then you can roll back up into neutral. Lengthen through your spine. Another breath in. As you breathe out, tuck under, come back down again. This time you're going to rotate over to one side. Keep your hands together, back to the centre, and then over to the other side. Good. Over to the first side again, and you're going to hold that now. Hold it, keep breathing. Back to the centre, over to the other side. Hold it, back to the centre, and roll back up. Lengthen back up through your spine. Feel okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're going to just have your arms lengthened out in front of you this time. You're going to roll back again, so halfway back. Now you're going to bring your arms up above your head into a ribcage closure. Good. Then you're going to open one arm out to the side and slightly behind you as you rotate and look towards it. Good. Bring it back and do the same on the other side. Good. Now you're going to add in a knee lift on the same side as you're rotating towards. Good. Actually, yes, a leg lengthen rather than a knee lift. That's nicer. Good. Do one more of those on each side.
Did I do it wrong?
No, it's fine. That's actually nicer. Good. Roll back up again. Brilliant. So just check you're still feeling okay in your back. Think about those abdominal muscles as you tuck under again. Come back into a half roll back. Don't go back too far this time. You're then going to try lifting both feet off the floor. Clasp your hands together again, and then you're going to go into Cossack twists or Russian twists. So you're going to bring your hands towards the floor on one side of you, rotate to the other side. Good. Keep going. And then coming back to the centre, bring your feet back to the floor and roll back up into neutral. That's lovely. Lengthen your legs away from you now. So your legs are straight. You're going to press away with your heels. You're going to go into full rollbacks. So you want to have your legs feeling quite active. So really pressing away with your heels. You're going to tuck your tailbone under. Press your lower back down towards the floor. Bring your spine all the way down, head to the floor, arms above your head. Breath in as you hold it and bring your arms up towards the ceiling. Breathe out as you nod your head forward and come up into your roll up. Reach your fingertips towards your toes, feel the stretch in the back of your legs and go again. So you can keep the C shape in your spine the whole time. You're just going to do 3 of these. You can let your knees bend if they want to when you press your lower back down into the floor. Sometimes that helps just to get that pelvic tilt. Good. Last one. Reach your arms, your hands towards your feet. Feel that stretch. Now you're going to come back onto your elbows. Bend your knees again. Come back onto your elbows, but you want to have a neutral spine. So lift your chest, but watch you don't start to extend. Then you're going to come up into a double knee fold. You're trying to keep your hip flexors released as possible, quite hard. Connect your legs And then you're going to think about hip rolls. So you're going to bring your knees over to one side and you're going to hold it there. Then you're going to straighten both legs, a bit like can-can. Bend your knees again, bring them back to the centre, over to the other side. Straighten your legs, bend them, bring them back. One more to each side. Does that feel okay?
Yeah.
Good. Brilliant. Back to the centre, bring your feet back down to the floor. You're coming back down into relaxation position now. So coming right down onto the mat. Good. And just scan through your body, check that you're in neutral spine. You might want to do a couple of little pelvic tilts. Good. Bring yourself into neutral. And then you're going to clasp your hands behind the back of your head and we're going to go into curl-ups. We're doing a lot of abdominals today, quite a lot of curling up, but for quite a few of the curled up exercises you can do with your head on the ground, so I will remind you about that. So first of all, take a breath in. As you breathe out, nod your head forward, start to curl up. Feel your ribs soften, keep your pelvis relaxed. Breathe in as you come back down again. So just in and out of the curled up position. Your head staying well supported in your hands. Keep a little gap between your chin and your chest. If you feel there's quite a lot of tension in your jaw, you can just place your tongue just behind your back teeth, and that just helps to, no, your lower teeth, not your back teeth, that doesn't make sense, does it? Your bottom teeth, and that just helps to release tension in your jaw. The next time you come up into your curl up, you're going to hold it there. Reach forward with your hands, really, really reach, and you're going to come into the hundreds. So you're going to start to beat your arms as you breathe in for a count of 5, and then out for a count of 5. Keep going. Now either just hold it there, or if you prefer to do it with your head down, you can. If you're okay in your curl up, you're now going to fold one knee in, and then the other. Keep going, breathing in 2, 3, 4, 5 and out 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Lengthen your legs away if this feels okay for you. Keep going, breathing in 2, 3, 4, 5 and out 2, 3, 4, 5. One more. Bring your hands back behind your head, bend your knees. Bring your feet to the floor, roll back down again. Just let your head roll from side to side. Good. Right, come back up into your curled up position now. You're going to hold that. Does your neck feel okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, hold that position. Now you're just going to slide your legs away from you, but have them on your heels. So slide on your heels. Your feet might stick to the floor. Then you're going to press away with your heels and then point your toes. And then you're going to draw your legs back in, but actually start to bring your toes into contact. That's it. Then again, sliding your heels away. Point your toes, press away with your heels. We did that the wrong way around that
Sorry.
time. Last time, slide your heels away, keep your spine neutral. Now press away with your heels. Now point your toes, and now bring your legs back in again. That's lovely, good. Okay, so from there, bring your head back down to the floor, just release again. We're going to come up into oblique curls now. You're going to still have your hands behind the back of your head. Nod your head forward. As you start to come up, you're going to rotate towards one side. Come back down again. Same to the other side. So thinking of your ribs coming towards your opposite hip. Now we're going to add in a single knee fold. So as you rotate, draw your opposite knee in, bring it back down as you come back down again, and then repeat to the other side. Good. So you're breathing out as you lift into your oblique curl, you're breathing in as you release back down. One more to each side. Good. Then you're going to come back up into a double knee fold, curl up, hold the curl up. You're going to go into double toe taps. So your knees are together, your feet are going to come towards the floor slowly. They don't have to come all the way unless that feels right for you. You're going to come back up again. Good. And again, bring your feet down to the floor. Breathe out as you bring your feet back down to the floor. Breathe in as you bring them back. One more like this. And then we'll go into crisscross. So stay up in your curl up, rotate towards your bent knee, lengthen the other leg away. Good. Keep going. Then we're going to add in a hold. So this time you're going to come into your crisscross position, hold it. So when you're just holding the position, your muscles are just working statically. Then come back to the center and over to the other side. Hold it. Back to the center, come down out of your curl up, bring your feet back down to the floor. Just let your head roll from side to side. Does your neck feel okay?
Yes.
Good. Lovely. So keep your arms down by your sides now. We're going to go into spine curls. So bring your feet quite close into your body. You want to have them a few inches apart, about hip width. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, tuck your tailbone under, start to peel up into your spine curl, up onto your shoulder blades. Take a breath in there. And as you breathe out, you're going to come back down. So really working through the length of your spine, releasing fully back down into neutral. This time as you come up, you're going to start to lift your arms into a ribcage closure. Hold it there. Feel your knees move away, fingertips move the opposite direction, feel the stretch. And then on your next out breath, you're going to come back down at the same, leave your arms there actually. So really feel the stretch through your body, and then bring your arms back down by your sides and you can go again. So tucking under, coming up into your spine curl, bringing your arms up above your head into your ribcage closure, just hold it. And then coming back down, leaving your arms up above your head as you come down. It's harder to articulate, but it's really lengthens through your spine. And then bring your arms back down by your sides. So we're going to change the spine curl a bit now. So this is really, really good for your legs. You're going to bring your heels together, your toes are apart, so you're in turnout. So your knees are apart. Slightly harder again to articulate through your spine, but just go slowly into it. You're going to take a breath in. As you breathe out, tuck your tailbone under, come up into your spine curl. Hold it there. So now really use your glutes, okay? It really uses your thighs as well. And then slowly coming back down on your next out breath, release back into neutral. You're going to come up again and hold it at the top. Good. Now you're going to lift one leg up into a single knee fold, but keep turned out. Good. Bring your foot back down, heels back together, and repeat that on the other side. You really need to think about your glutes working. Don't let your hip drop. Your hip's dropping slightly on one side. One more on each side. You should really feel that this is working hard in your legs and your glutes, especially your thighs. And then you can slowly start to come back down out of your spine curl. Good. Well done. Draw one knee in towards your body now, and you're going to hug behind the back of your leg. Good. And then you're just going to go into ankle circles. Quite slow to start off with. Try and make the circles as big as you can. And actually wiggle your toes and move your feet. So all of those muscles in your feet are just releasing a little bit. And then change direction. And then you're going to lengthen that leg up towards the ceiling. And you're going to, first of all, just start by bending and straightening your leg. So bend it, draw your knee in, and then straighten it. Bend it, straighten it. One last time. And then you're just going to start to bring it in towards your body. You can let your lower back just react to this. If it wants to press into the floor, tilt your pelvis back slightly, that's okay. Feel the stretch in your hamstrings. And then from here, you're going to go into climbing a tree. So you can lengthen your other leg along the floor. You're clasping behind the leg that's lengthened up towards the ceiling. You can imagine that's a tree trunk. You're going to nod your head forward and start to climb your hands up your leg, which is going to pull you up. That's lovely, good. And then you can start to roll back down again, bringing your hands back down by your leg. Do that twice more. So nod your head forward, breathe out as you come up. Lovely. And then back down again. Once more on that side. Does that feel okay?
Yeah.
Good. And then you can bend that knee, bring your foot to the floor, fold the other knee in, clasp behind it, back into ankle circles. So big ankle circles, letting your toes wiggle around, feeling some movement in the whole of your foot. Have your foot quite high actually. Get better sort of lymphatic drainage. Good. And then you're going to lengthen your leg up towards the ceiling and you're going to bend and straighten your leg first of all. Good. And then you can start to draw that leg in towards your body. Feel the stretch in your hamstrings. And then you can climb a tree on that side. So lengthen your other leg away. And then you're going to nod your head forward. Start to use your hands to climb up your leg. Good. And then again to come back down again. Twice more. Very nice. Lovely. Good. Coming back down, bring your head back down to the floor. Bend both knees, then you're going to come one knee at a time into a double knee fold and you're going to lengthen both legs up towards the ceiling. Good. Really use your core here to keep your spine and your pelvis stable. You're going to open both legs out to the side, so trying to keep them straight.
Sorry, just touching my hamstrings the rest of a sec. Sorry.
It's okay, it's good to work them. Open both legs out to the side. You're going to feel the stretch on the inside of your leg. Now, as you bring your legs back together, press away with your heels and just bring one leg, cross your leg over the other, sort of 4 times, little crosses, and then open your legs back out to the side, pointing your toes, flexing as you bring them back, 4 little crosses, and open out to the side. Good. One more. Lovely. And then hug your knees into your chest. So hug them right in, let your lower back again react. Then you're going to come up into a curl up with your legs still hugged in towards your chest. You're going to just hold on to your legs, draw them in. Good. And then you're going to go into double leg stretch. So you're going to lengthen both legs away. At the same time, bring your arms either side of your ears, circle them out to the side, draw your knees back in and hug them right in again. And again. So breathe in as you lengthen your legs and your arms away. Breathe out as you circle them in. Draw your knees back in again. Good. Again, you can do this with your head down. Just bring your legs higher. One more. Hug your knees into your chest. Bring your head down to the floor again. Bring your feet down to the floor. Let your head roll from side to side. Good. We're going to come up into a curl up again. Told you there's a lot of curl ups in this. You're now going to fold both knees in and you're going to lengthen both legs up towards the ceiling. Now this is one you can also do with your head down if you prefer. I know there's a lot of hamstrings for you, Daisy, but it's good. Now you're going to do double leg circles, but they're really small, okay? So you're just going to just do little, so your pelvis will react a bit, okay? Does that feel okay?
Yeah.
It's hard work, isn't it? And then the other way. Good. And then bend your knees, feet back down to the floor, bring your head back down. That's lovely, well done. And release. Right, we're going to now come up into sitting. We're going to do rolling like a ball, but we're going to do combined with a crab, which Daisy, I think you've done once before. I don't think anyone else has done before. So Daisy's just going to demonstrate it first of all. Just check that you're in a really good position to be able to be seen. I might hold this actually so you can really see what you're doing. So you're going to bring your spine into a C shape. You're going to, so just as if you were doing normal rolling like a ball, you're going to bring your feet off the floor. Now your ankles are crossed and you're going to take hold of your opposite ankles. So you're in that sort of little bit of a scrunched up position, but just keep your spine in a C shape. Then you're going to roll back just onto your shoulders, come back up, and now lengthen your legs away from you, still crossed, a little bit lower than that. Good. Now you're going to uncross them and bring them to, and then cross them on the other side and come back in again. Does that make sense? So go again, rolling back, lengthen your legs away, keeping them crossed, change the cross position, draw them back in and go again. Good, so keep going with that. Lengthen your legs away, cross them to the other side, draw them back in, roll back just onto your shoulders. Don't throw your head back. Make sure that you keep your chin just gently tucked in. Good, Daisy. Make that your last one. Now lengthen your legs out in front of you, still crossed. Okay, onto the floor, and sitting up. Good, well done. So we're going to go into boomerang from here. So again, this is one which some of you may well not want to try. In fact, some of you probably definitely don't want to try it, but this is just a challenge really for, well, it's a big challenge, should I say. So you're going to have your legs crossed, lengthened out in front of you. Daisy, just bring your arms, your hands down by your sides, your palms facing forward. You're going to start to hinge back and lift your straight legs up off the floor and then roll over. Good. Now open your legs a little way. Try and keep your legs straight. And then you're going to cross them the other way. And then you're going to roll back. At the same time, lift up into teaser. Lengthen your arms out in front of you. Good. Now slowly start to bring your legs towards the floor and lift, and then just reach over your toes. Release. Lengthen back up, hands back by your sides, and you're going to go again. So hinging back, lifting your legs up off the floor, into your rollover, hold it there, open your legs a little way, cross them the other way, rolling back again, immediately lifting up into your teaser. Lovely, now start to bring your legs down to the floor, fold over your legs, feel the stretch. Brilliant, that's really nice, and come back up into sitting. Okay, we'll roll back down into lying. Just do a little bit of a stretch. And you're going to just bring your arms out to the side now. Good. Have your legs quite wide apart. We're just going to do little side rolls. And then you're going to bring both knees over to one side. Good, and then back up. You're not going to go too far, and then over to the other side. So it's going to be sort of fairly quick. Just a little bit of release in your lower back. Good. And then you can bring them over as far as they want to. So quite far over. Hold it there for a couple of breaths. And then over to the other side. Good. Right, now we're going to come over into lying on your tummy for a cobra. So just a little bit of extension. So bring your hands quite wide, your legs quite wide, chest as much on the floor as possible, and draw your abdominal muscles in. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, lift your head and lift your chest. Feel your chest reaching forward. Keep your lower ribs on the floor, elbows on the floor, long in your neck, shoulder blades sliding down your back, and come back down again. And do one more like that. So up into your cobra. Good, that's lovely. And back down. Now you can come up into your cobra prep, and if you want to then go into full cobra, if that feels right for you, you can start to lengthen your arms. The front of your hips will come up off the floor. You'll be looking straight ahead of you, keeping your shoulders released. Good, 2 more. Good. So your shoulders stay down. You're just allowing the extension to travel down your spine. You need to extend in your upper back before you start to extend in your lower back. Release back down, then come onto your hands and knees and come back into rest position. Lengthen your arms out in front of you and breathe into the back and sides of your ribs. Good. Come back into a 4-point kneeling position. We're just going to do a cat stretch. So you're going to take a breath in. As you breathe out, tuck your tailbone under. Think of your hips coming up towards your lower ribs. And then just look towards your knees. So you're just bringing your spine into a C shape. Take a breath in as you hold it. Breathe out as you lengthen back into neutral. Do 2 more like that. Good. Good. So really use your abdominals. Hold that there now. Just hold it for a couple of breaths. Really drawing your abdominals in and then lengthen back out into neutral. Then you're going to come onto your toes and you're going to lift your bottom up towards the ceiling. Come up into a down face dog. Good. You can bend your knees a little bit. Try and bring your chest a bit closer to your thighs. Good. And then you can alternately try and bring your heels towards the floor. You're trying to keep your legs straight. If it's easier, Daisy, just have your legs, your feet a bit further away from you. Yeah, walk them out a little bit. There, that's better, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then you're going to bend your legs quite a lot and walk your hands in towards your feet. And slowly roll back up into standing. Good. So if you step further back a bit again, and then you can do 1 roll down. So weight balance through your feet, lengthening up again towards the ceiling, nodding your head forward as you breathe out, coming down into your roll down. Noticing how your spine is feeling now at the end of the session. Allow your neck and your shoulders to release as you come down. When you're ready to come back up, tucking your bottom down towards your heels, restacking your spine. Lengthen the top of your head back up towards the ceiling, then turning back to face forwards. You're going to take a deep breath in through your nose as you float your arms up above your head. And a long exhalation out through your mouth as you float them back down again. And do that once more. Energy coming into your body as you breathe in. Tension leaving your body as you breathe out. Well done.